Hey guys, it's more Zane here, and today I'm showing you how to build some ramps. I made these ramps to match the walls I made in the last video, and here in this section you see me cutting out all the pieces and marking them letters A and B for the left and right wall, C for the incline, D for the flat piece at the top, E for the front facing wall, and F for the bottom. Putting all these pieces together to make the main structure of the ramp. Just like last time, I will be gluing all the pieces together with hot glue. While I was gluing, I noticed that my D piece was a little bit off, and I ended up cutting an entirely new one. You may have to do this with some of your own pieces. After gluing my E piece into place, I noticed that some of it hung off the edge. And here you'll see me carving a little bit off the edge with my box cutter. Be safe when you are using a box cutter and try not to point it towards yourself like I did. Didn't really realize I was doing this. After finishing the skeleton of the ramp, just like in the walls video, we're going to take these strips I cut from some old flyers and glue them onto the rim to make a nice border. With this border, we will glue in some bricks, or mock bricks, later on. And again, just like in the walls video, you'll have some extra bits of flyer that you'll have to trim away from the edges as well. In this section of the video, you see me gluing long thin strips in several parts of the incline of the ramp. Initially, this was meant to give a little bit of an edge on the ramp so models would have an easier time to sit on it or stand on it. So, now we are at the fake bricks. I didn't record myself cutting them this time, and if you missed me doing it, I would highly recommend going and watching the Making Walls video, as that's where I do it for quite some time. But you see me putting all these little extra bits of flyer in the gaps in between the rim as to imitate bricks. After gluing all the fake bricks in place, I took the ramp outside and spray painted it. While it was drying, I took all these wooden skewers and cut them into rectangular shapes, because I would glue these onto the rim of the ramp, just like I did with the walls. With the ramp dry, I began to glue the skewers onto the ramp. And just like with the flyers, we'll be trimming any extra. So with the long flat pieces on the incline of the ramp, I attempted to make some sort of a lip that models would be able to sit on. I ended up just going back over this with the skewers, as it gave a much thicker rim, and I was able to fit the skewers very neatly in place along it, and it gave a much better 3D effect to the rim itself. Alright, so we're back here at the table once again, and I have the completed ramp. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It looks exactly like how the walls look, which is really what I was mainly going for with this ramp, is to try and get it to match my walls. It's just about the right height. You know, it hangs over a little bit on one of the pieces, and then on the other piece it hangs under a little bit. You know, that works just fine. See, just like that. And all the colors match up nicely. Painted it just the same as I did in the walls video. Again, with the Rust-Oleum sandstone effect on the parts that would make up the fake stone in the mass majority of the block. Red on the wooden popsicle sticks or skewers that I used on the edges. 2 different browns on the bricks in the middle, and a gray as well. Alright, well, thank you for joining me on this Easy Craft episode. Keep an eye out for more in the future, and I hope y'all have a good one.